What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Spider Cal coming back to you one more again with another poor man's review. I'm on standby. Just dropped off a group of college kids, to another college. They on some kind of field trip, so I'm on standby till they get back. I'm always working, but y'all didn't come to hear about that. You came to hear about Lion King if you click on this video. And I really don't want to go through the, I really don't want to go through the whole story of the Lion King. Like, I think the majority of us, unless you're like a young child, and even then, we know the story of the Lion King. I just want to talk to you about my impressions and how I felt about the movie. Overall, I want to first say that I did enjoy the movie, and I felt like it was almost a perfect movie. What it was lacking was emotions, facial expressions, really. You could tell that Disney was really trying to take or make, animals in Africa look real life, and they did an excellent job at that, Visually, the movie was extremely beautiful. It was beautiful. And you really have a hard, at least I did, you have a hard time distinguishing, CGI animals and like a real life, Discovery Zone on TV type of animal, like they look very real. But watching it, what they didn't do that they did in the original, they really didn't put any facial expression on the faces of the animals. It was really, really hard to tell. Oh no, it was really hard to feel what was going on in the scene. When the scene was obviously sad, you really didn't get a sense of sadness, because of lack of expression. When there was, I don't know, it was just a lot of different moments. It was hard to really appreciate because the lack of expression, facial expression. Even like when Scar killed Mufasa, and Mufasa's looking at Scar in his face with fear, and Scar has that devious look on his face before he, kills Mufasa. Like, you couldn't really appreciate that. It just looked like a lion grabbed the paws of another lion and caused it, to fall off the cliff into the gorge, dying, killing it. Even Simba, like there was times where Simba, you're supposed to get like a sense of sadness or fear or whatever, and you just wasn't getting that. But again, it wasn't so bad where it kind of destroyed the movie. Like you kind of, as you watch it, you kind of took it for what it was, and you just kept it moving. But to my surprise, 4 comedians, the 2 comedians that voiced the hyenas, I know one of them, I believe his name is Kay, from the TV show, the comedy show Kay and Peele, which I never watched because I was never a fan. I felt like that show was a little bit, over the top, over exaggerated in their skits, but that's neither here nor there. Kay and whoever the other hyena was, was very funny. I enjoyed the limited amount of time I saw them. And Seth Rogen and whoever played Timon. To me, Timon and Pumbaa, the voices of Timon and Pumbaa and the 2 hyenas, to me, saved this movie. Childish Gambino, like I honestly don't understand why they had him in the movie, because I got nothing. It was like flatline, dial tone, feeling, watching the movie and listening to him act things out, after he, became adult Simba. Scar, whoever voiced Scar, did a good job. Even though the movie lacked facial expression, I got a lot of different, a lot of devious and evil intent type of feel when Scar was on the scene. He did an excellent job. Beyonce was Beyonce. You know, my girl, she's a big Disney buff, like I'm a Marvel buff. And, you know, every Disney movie that comes out, whether it be animated or live action, she's in there, you know. And even she said, you know, the parts that Beyonce played, it was kind of like, you know, it's Beyonce. You didn't really get anything extra out of it. You know, it was Beyonce. And even when she, you know, I think she sang the song, she sang a couple of songs. But when she sang, it was almost like a Beyonce single or something that was going to be in some new album or something like that. Whenever her role played out in the movie, it was kind of like Beyonce's over here and the rest of the cast is over there, you know, and she's gonna do her part over here. You know, don't get in her way. Like this is Beyonce, and everybody, you know, you act out your roles over there. It definitely wasn't as good as the animated movie. It could have been a perfect movie in my opinion. You know, I'm a little upset that they didn't add Whoopi Goldberg because I miss her comedy. How can you say it? Her comedy presence in the movie. You know, when she was a hyena and she was like, one of the hyenas go Mufasa, and she ooh, say it again, Mufasa, ooh, Mufasa, Mufasa. You know, like that whole scene. You know, like there are elements that Whoopi added into the animated version that I'm shocked she wasn't in the live version because they desperately needed her, you know, for her part in the movie. But, you know, again, Seth Rogen, whoever played Timon, and Kay and the other actor that played the second hyena, you know, for comic relief, those four saved the movie in my opinion. You know, they made the movie enjoyable, you know. So yeah, a rating out of 10, I'd give it a 7. It's definitely worth taking your children to, you know. It's Lion King. You won't feel like you wasted your money. Like, you know, I didn't feel like I wasted my money. I had my issues with it, but it was minor at best. It's just something I wish they could have added, but it didn't really like destroy the experience for me. So I still had a good time, mainly because you know, you had Seth Rogen and, you know, all the comedians that was a part of the movie. Seth Rogen, you know, just a side note, Seth Rogen is a talented individual. He already voiced a couple of animated movies like Sausage Party, and he's a great actor. You know, he doesn't give you that over the top feel, and sometimes he'll do certain things in certain movies that's a little bit over the top, but it just fits. It goes, you know, it goes together. It goes down with the movie. But, you know, he's an excellent director, excellent actor, you know, and all, you know, he's an all-around talented person, and it really showed in this movie. So I really appreciate him and the other 3 actors / comedians that, you know, really saved this movie in my opinion. So 7 out of 10. Take your kids. They're gonna love it. They're gonna enjoy it, especially if they never seen the original. You know, just my suggestion: if you're gonna take your children, take them to see the remake, and then let them see the original, and, you know, and see how they gauge, you know, both movies. All right, 7 out of 10. Lion King, not bad. I enjoyed it. I'll holler at y'all at the next review. Peace.